look like
You're boss at recruitment and you're going alone. You've got your LinkedIn account and your mobile phone. You've got the candidates playing hard to get. Well, they'll call you next week. Oh, no, not yet. So much time of going to and fro. You got another offer or salary's too low. Hours of searching and hours of stress. Come on, candidates, just gig it.
I don't know what's worse, having my bare feet out on the pod, or I don't know what's worse, bare feet or socks, cycling socks.
Come on, candidates, just jig it a rest.
Bring back the iPad is what I say.
Oh, really? Why is that?
So I can remember stuff.
Right, okay. It's a big week for you this week. Big week. I've got PTSD though sitting here.
What? Why?
Last time I was here. Last time I was on this couch.
What happened last time?
Yeah, it pissed me off.
Oh, right. That went down well, didn't it?
I went strolling. Is that what you do now then? You make little notes so that you remember?
Well, no, I was making notes. I used to make notes.
Yeah.
But then I just don't use the iPad. But we use my phone to film, so I never have any notes in front of me.
Okay.
I make notes, but then I never use them.
Right, okay.
So then you were giving me stick the other week, being like, "Oh, I've actually got to start remembering stuff."
Yeah.
And now I've got 4 things written down.
Nice. From the
With-
top, or yeah. And then number, have you ordered them? Are they like 4's the least exciting?
No, and
1 is the most exciting.
And to be honest,
yeah,
there's not actually that much there.
right.
It's not.
Okay, because it's been a couple of weeks, right?
We had Bobby last week, so
Yeah,
we had the Easter weekend.
On Bobby, I've decided that the pod is now going to come out on a Thursday.
Just for ease.
Yeah, just to give me that extra.
Oh, I know someone who's going to be upset.
Who?
Lou.
Oh, will she? McVitz?
Oh, yeah.
Why?
She, this week, Tuesday, she messaged me and like, "Where's the pod?" And I went, "It's Tuesday." And she went, "Oh, yeah." That's sad. And then Wednesday, I had to break the news. I was like, "I'm afraid the pod's coming out Thursday." She was like, "Oh, tell Luke I'm annoyed."
Right. Okay. Sorry. Well, yeah. Not that we want to avoid doing too much pod admin on the pod, but it's got to be a Thursday, I think.
Thursday.
Yeah, just because when we got the guests coming on and stuff, like Snell's coming on Friday. It
Gives you a week nearly, yeah.
Well, it gives me an extra day, extra working day to get it done. So, yeah, that's the new thing. Yeah, we did have the Easter weekend. Did you have fun? Have you got loads of stories for me?
Nah, not really, but I went to the Lake District.
Nice.
Do you know what? I don't have much to. I could tell you.
It was good, was it?
It was really good. It was really good. Yeah, there was not really much to say. It was just like walking vibes, really nice.
Yeah.
I don't really have any funny stories from it, to be honest.
Oh right, okay.
We went to the top of Coniston.
Old man
of Coniston. Yeah,
that's where your parents got engaged, right?
No, both fell.
Ah, okay. Both
Coniston
fell.
is a bit out of where both fell is.
Okay.
A bit south. That's good. 50-mile-an-hour winds at the top.
The way you said south, then south.
South.
A bit south.
Yeah, we had 50-mile-an-hour winds at the top, which was fun. You knew about it.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, it's like when you're walking up a mountain, you're like, as you're getting higher and higher, you're like taking off layers because it's so hot. There's no wind and you're just going up and up and up and up.
Yeah.
And then you get to the top and it's like blitzkrieg.
Yeah, and you're fucking frozen.
Yeah,
We've had that a few times. Have we had that on top of Snowdon?
probably. Yeah, the last bit of the Snowdon as well is quite steep, so it gets hot.
Depends which way you go, though. Doesn't
Correct. Yeah, you can do flatter stuff, but yeah, Pig's Track. I think it's Pig's Track.
Yeah. Oh, it looked cute. I saw some photos of obviously you guys have got little matching tents, don't you? So I saw.
Yeah, Dwayne and Das Felsen.
What's that? I don't even know what Das Felsen is.
I might have even got it wrong, but the joke with Becky's tent is it never like it's so small, and if there's like really high wind, it doesn't move.
Right. Yeah.
So they were like, "Oh, it's the Rock."
Yeah.
And then so they started calling
it is like, and it looks like a little rock.
Dwayne the Rock Johnson. Yeah.
Yeah.
So then I actually ordered one, but I found a good deal. So I ordered it on Amazon.
Yeah.
It's like post-Brexit as well. So I found a good deal.
Yep.
Like 80 quid cheaper. I was like, oh, brilliant. Bloody import tax. So
how much did you get?
I ended up paying 20 quid more
than if you'd bought it from the UK.
Yeah.
And I'm guessing Das Felsen is German for the rock.
Correct.
Right. Fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Correct. Das Felsen. I think so. If someone's German that listens to this and I've got it wrong, then let me know.
I don't think we're that. I don't think we're international, mate. I think you can.
Yeah.
I think you can keep it.
It was good. We had good weather. I'm loving the weather at the moment,
mate. It's hot, isn't it? Is it here to stay though, or is it like?
No, I don't think so.
No. I was kind of getting excited the other night. I was like, I'd love it if this rolled through to like
just
September.
Yeah. Was it like 20, 23, 24 degrees? Oh, I know, mate. I know.
But yeah, it would be nice. I thought you were going to get miserable weather going up there on Easter. I don't know why.
We had rain on the Friday. It was forecast. And then Saturday was like the pretty average, but like dry.
Yeah.
And then Sunday, Sunday, Lucy got burnt. Like,
right, okay.
Doesn't take much.
She gets burnt.
That was cloudy.
I don't think she's a good level to like gauge it by. She gets burnt inside. Like, it's sunny out today, put the cream on, stays in the flat, still sunburnt.
This is when she'll text me when she's listening to it. I
What?
can't believe that. She'll pause it and ring me. Like, what are you giving me shit for?
Well, it's actually, is that a thing though? Because obviously she's a ginger complexion, right? Do ginger people burn easily? Is that legit? Or
well, yeah. It tends to be the fair skin.
Right. So they have fairer skin, do they?
Yeah.
I suppose so. Yeah. Yeah. It's weird. I've never thought about it. I've never like.
Well, how many like really tan gingers do you know?
That's what. Yeah. But what is it about the combo that goes hand in hand? Like what?
Oh, I'd have to look this up.
Yeah, we need to look this up. We need to look this up for sure. Because I've never thought about the fact that like there must.
It is weird. But what's weird is like her parents aren't ginger.
Yeah, that is
both her and her sister are ginger.
Ginger. Is there any ginger in the line at all? There's got to be.
I don't know.
Someone needs to break the news to her old man.
How many times has that joke been made, do you reckon?
No. I reckon we're not the first to come up with it. But we need to figure out the ginger thing. Because that's hilarious. I've never thought about that. Oh, I've not put my rings on. Can I put my rings on?
Yeah.
My comfort blanket. Whilst you're sat there, have you seen this thing that's doing the rounds on TikTok at the moment?
That's very broad.
Nah, you would know if you was on TikTok.
Okay.
I reckon you'd know.
Right.
There's a thing on TikTok at the moment. It's just going mad. And what's triggered my mind is like thinking about the ginger thing. Like that's weird. The other thing that I found weird this week is that this thing's blown up on TikTok, where people are talking about who would win out of a gorilla versus 100 men. You've not seen this at all?
No. What's the?
It's mad how just big it's gone. Like everyone's
just answering the question.
Yeah, there's just a huge debate on TikTok. Like,
do you know what? I have seen someone simulate it.
Right.
In like a simulator.
Right.
I've seen
who won in the simulator?
But I think I see them all the time. I see those simulations all the time.
What do you mean you see them all the time?
Like it'll be like one that came up the other day. It was like the Avengers v 10,000 knights or something. It's so random, mate.
How can you simulate that?
I don't know. They like. Have you ever played like Rome Total War?
Nah.
Or
I had it live.
Yeah. You know, think of like what are the games where it's like
Civilization, that sort of thing.
You know, like Age of Mythology.
Yeah. I know Age of Mythology. It's Age of Empires.
Yeah, so it's like that, but you'll build armies, and then you're like you can send, I don't know what they're called, little legions, and it's like
I'm with you.
Yeah, you're like.
You'll get there.
Battle, yeah, whatever. I don't know. And yeah, it's like clips of that, and it will just be random, like anything. It would be like
that's
Iron Man versus. It's not always Marvel. It's completely random shit. But
because I don't know how they can put how they can figure out, for example, how the strength of 1,000 knights or whatever it was. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, how do they like?
Well, they'll be like, this is a knight and this is his ability. They must put some sort of metrics to him.
Yeah, but how?
And then
That's
they'll
what I'm saying.
multiply them by 10,000, and then it's
Right.
funny. And then the video will do like a big like pano, and then like zoom in and some
Pano?
battling. Mate, it's really funny.
What account
Honestly,
is
you're missing out.
this? Is this a specific account or?
No, I don't, but it's just my algorithms. Just every now and then it pops up.
Right. Okay.
It's just
So,
random.
yeah, that is weird. So the gorilla thing is like doing the rounds on TikTok, and people are proper debating it.
Right.
Who won in the simulation? Do you know? Did you watch? You just said you saw a simulation.
I would say the gorilla.
Oh, the gorilla wins.
Yeah, I didn't. It's not. It wasn't the usual vibe simulation I watch. It wasn't as good.
Oh, right.
Like,
Okay.
It wasn't like the graphics weren't there. It wasn't.
Right. Okay.
It was just
You're
like
a bit disappointed by the quality of.
yeah.
Who do you think would win though?
Between 100 men, no weapons.
I believe so. Yeah, I believe he can't just shoot it in the head. Yeah. Otherwise, that's not much of a debate.
Probably 100 men.
Yeah. What?
You?
I don't know. I would lean towards 100 men just on the
Yeah.
numbers. But then, like, if you're thinking about it, if you've got.
You can't think of this as like 100 you as well. It's 100 men.
So which I say? Oh, the gorilla, definitely one of me versus the good. No, So I like to think about if you had 100 men though, all 100 men can't get him at once, right? Like how many men are getting him at once? And then the question is, can the gorilla fight off those men for that period of time and then do the other 100? Does that make sense? 'Cause
Yeah, no, it does. I just think you would. I think
you think you'd be able to wear down
100 men.
How many punch? But do you think like if you went up to a I was going to say a bareback gorilla?
You're sacrificing. If I went up to a gorilla bareback, I think he'd laugh.
I meant silverback.
Stun him.
Just you run up and whip a Johnny off, and then to that.
With a Johnny off.
That's bareback.
Yeah, that's funny.
If you went up to a silverback, right, and punched it, do you really think like it's going? That's what I'm saying. Do you really think it's going to have an impact?
But
He's just going to rip you.
Yeah, but if like you distract him, I'll come up and choke him.
You reckon you're choking out a gorilla?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's mad.
But then if I'm behind him choking him out,
Yeah.
he's then going for me, and then you like, do you know what I mean? And that's only two of us. If you get, I just reckon
100 men. All right. We're voting 100 men.
depends who the 100 men are as well.
Yeah, that's. I mean, yeah.
If you had 100, what's his name, Thor, the strongman.
Thor the strongman.
Yeah,
Who's Thor the strongman?
Thor. They call him Thor, the Icelandic strongman.
Oh, that geezer.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And then I guess like if you had 100 overweight, like really unfit people, because that's a point. Because if you take the average of like the fitness levels of the
Oh, now this is interesting.
yeah, because I reckon we're a lot less fit than we think we are. So if you took the average Joe and threw 100 average
So
Joes
you
into it,
putting us above average, me and you?
I don't know. I would like to think we're up there. Like, I'd like to think we're fairly fit. I mean, mate, I cycled 97.5 miles.
Why did you do
last week.
100? Are we going to get onto that?
Yeah, we will. Yeah, we'll get onto that. Do you know what? I've had a little stick online for not doing 100.
Really? I don't know how you didn't.
What do you mean you don't know how I didn't? I got to 97.5 and then just cycled into the back of the garage.
Yeah, but why didn't you just do 2.5 miles around the block?
Well, what difference does that make? I can shout about it on Strava. Do I care that much what people on Strava think?
Yeah, but that's like saying I'm going to go do a marathon and doing 25 miles. You didn't do it.
Nah, because no.
You said to me last week, I'm going to do 100 miles this weekend, and you didn't.
True. Yeah, true.
So
When you say do a marathon, you mean just run a marathon on your own, right? Or do you mean like the London?
yeah, all right, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
That's fast.
yeah,
Accurate statement then.
Yeah.
It's an accurate statement. Yeah. I just got to like because I'd been out all day.
The thing is, I like 97 miles is decent, but the fact that the whole of last week you were going, I'm going to do a 100-mile cycle, I'm going to do a 100-mile cycle.
What's going on the whole week?
Got it.
I was going to say I wasn't going on about it the whole week.
Oh dear.
I wasn't going on about it the whole week, but I did. Do you know what though? Right, even though I bailed on the last 2.5 miles of the 100-mile cycle, I felt really good on the bike, and it's the first time because obviously we've got this big cycle coming up I've been training for, and this is the first time I felt good on the bike because obviously we talk about the story, but you came and saved me at about 80 miles, give or take. I had another 17 miles to cycle home, probably from there, something like that.
Really?
Was it less than that?
I'd have thought a bit 15 miles left.
Right, okay, 15 miles left. I had 15 miles to cycle, and I was putting down some times.
Yeah.
Like Strava was like setting records.
Bags of records.
Well, for me, why are you laughing at?
No, I just love it.
Well, right. You gave me that smile as if to say, yeah, you knobhead. Like
Strava told me I got loads of records.
It did. Tell you what, though, you get the kudos, don't you? You get bags of kudos on Strava.
Are you jealous of my kudos?
No, I'm not jealous of your kudos.
You're checking out my kudos.
I have been checking out your kudos. Yeah. I was having a little look at the kudos.
What do I get?
I don't know. You get like 25 to 30 kudoses, right?
Okay.
Like something like that. I get like 4.
That's all right. Yeah, but
I don't mind.
but then a lot of them are like club people.
Yeah, you're all in on Strava.
Or whatever. We all sit there, and then if you do an upload, you say I've just done an upload, and everyone comes on.
Oh, do you?
No.
I was gonna say that. Do you know what?
No, but that's why. It's just because I've like my followers on Strava are like very active people.
Right.
Like they're most of them 100 odd.
Yeah.
That are actually on Strava a lot.
Right. Okay.
So
well, I've noticed that Becky Gardner, she always comments on my stuff now since she started following me.
Nice.
And she's obviously
got a little.
She's obviously
got a bit of support.
Yay! But I didn't realise you can reply to the comment. It took me ages to figure out. I didn't actually realise you could reply.
Oh right, you did not.
Nah, I've just liked this. I've just been everyone that's commenting. I've just been liking. I've just been liking, and I didn't realise that actually, yeah, you can leave a little comment, and so yeah, Becky gave me a bit of
nice.
bit of love, and
so
then
for the ride at the end of the month. Well, I can say the end of the month now. We're on the 1st.
Yeah, the ride at the end of this month. Yeah,
so 4 weeks.
Yeah,
but less than 4 weeks.
Yep.
Oh no,
5th weekend I think it is.
Oh, so you got a bit of time.
Yeah.
So you're saying you feel good? We can attack it.
Well, I'm feeling better than I did at the start of this month. Put it that way, because I'd not been on the bike in ages and everything like that, and I'd done a few cycles and just been like, "Fuck, I'm struggling round." I did the 80 miler the weekend before last, and I felt like not happy here.
Mm.
Whereas I did the 97 last week and felt happier. So, yeah, I'm hoping it's going to be good. But you did do me a massive solid, and I genuinely do massively appreciate it.
Oh yeah, sorry, you had a puncture at 85 miles.
Yeah,
we'd been. My friend came over and cycled from here.
The 90 kilo.
You met us here, you cycled here and met us. You'd already done a bit. Then we did 60 miles together. 64 miles together.
Yeah.
And then you then cycled home.
Yep.
I jumped out of the shower and then had a missed call from you.
Yeah.
And I was like, is everything all right? And then you were like, oh, I'm really sorry, mate. Got a puncture and I forgot my tyre levers.
Yeah.
So
do you know what?
We came to the rescue.
Yeah, I really do appreciate it. You guys, how long do you think I was sat there for? Half an hour, 40 minutes?
30 minutes, yeah.
Yeah, something like that. So it was really good. And it was lucky that you guys are around because Sarah wasn't in. Although, after hearing the story, Becky Gardner said to me, she was like, if you ever get stuck, like, I'll help out a fellow cyclist.
Nice.
She actually does classes for she does women's classes for bike maintenance. So maybe I should like
dress you up and then
see if I can sneak in bareback to
sneak in bareback. Luke.
Oh no, that doesn't. Oh yeah, it's not great.
Walking. Do you reckon you lot could beat up a gorilla? That could be your opening line.
100 women versus a gorilla. My brain's gone now. What were we talking about?
Just you forgot your tyre levers.
Oh right, yeah. So do you know what though? Like when I stopped for a wee.
Just on Rebecca's cyclists do stick together, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Which is why I'm surprised no one.
one
stop.
geezer passed me.
Because normally, every time I cycle past someone who's stopped, I'll be like, "You all right? Do you need anything?"
Yeah.
I've never had anyone be like, "Oh, yeah, I forgot my tire levers." But
yeah,
tire levers are the things to get your tire off your wheel to fix it. If anyone doesn't, know.
Yeah, you can't.
It's quite important in a puncture repair kit.
As soon as I realised that,
if you can't get it off, you can't even get to the next phase. Like,
yeah. As soon as I realised that I didn't have it, I was like, I knew that I was in trouble. But I'd stopped for a wee, and when I was getting back on the bike, I could see that the bike had a stick on the wheel. So I was like, oh, I'll take that off. And it was like, obviously a stick of thorns. So I've just pulled it off. And as soon as I've done it, I'm like, oh, no. I didn't know if I should have afterwards. I was like, should I have just gambled, cut the stick, and just left it in?
Such a shame, because those tyres you have are pretty bulletproof as well.
It literally must have been.
It must have been perfect.
Because those tyres have been, and I said to you that day, I said they've been perfect since you put them on. So, yeah, there we go. But no, I am feeling better for it now. I think we should move on from cycling chat. I don't know where we're going to go.
Yeah. Well, and then, how was your weekend this week? Oh, no, because that was the cycle.
My Easter weekend. Weekend was bliss.
Well, again, you did a lot of cycling again, didn't you?
Yeah. But
so we'll move on.
I was on my own, and it was lovely.
Yeah.
I just had a great time.
How was this Sunday?
Bags of cleaning as well.
On the Easter
weekend. I did 6 hours on the Saturday.
6 hour cleaning?
6 hours, mate. It's on my Whoop.
A cleaning marathon.
Yeah. It's on I started.
Clean-a-thon.
Oh, mate. I went deep. I took like the sofas out, mopped the lounge floor.
Oh, wow.
Mate, I was like, this wasn't just a quick spritz.
This was like an annual clean?
This was a bareback spring clean.
Stop. No one wants to know about your bareback cleaning. Is that like an annual thing then, or is that?
Well, it hasn't been, but maybe it should be.
It's
the first time.
It's bi-yearly.
Yeah, at the moment it's nearly a bi-yearly. Yeah, bi-yearly clean. What did you say Sunday? What did I do Sunday?
You went and saw Haley.
Oh, do you know what? Yeah, it was good. So Travis was there as well. Travis and Di. We had Di up on the Saturday night.
Nice.
And then we drove up there. Yeah, very wholesome. It was just I always forget Chipping Norton. So yeah, went up to Chipping Norton and just did a walk and pub lunch and beautiful weather. But yeah, nothing crazy to.
Nice.
Nothing too crazy to chat about. To be brutally honest, last weekend. I'm going back to Essex this weekend though, which will be nice. Looking forward to that. Yeah,
nice.
Jenna's birthday. Jenna's 30th. So I get to meet four brothers.
All of them.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Nice.
Yeah. I get to meet them for the first time. I've obviously met Ronan a few times, but never met the others. So
yeah.
They should all be there. Same places where Steve had his birthday.
Oh, nice.
Oh, talking about Steve, he's come out. Have you heard this?
What?
Steve's come out of retirement.
I have heard this. Yeah,
it's unbelievable. There's
he's doing a bit of strimming and trimming.
Yeah,
and shifting. I've heard.
He got a call. Like, how'd you hear?
I spoke to your brother.
Right. Okay. So basically, the short story is my stepdad retired coming up to 2 years ago. And he used to work in a city. And my brother works for a landscape gardening company. And we call that strimming and trimming. Because gardening, yeah. I always say to my brother, strimming and trimming, gardening's my living. Which he hates. Do you know, when I call him...
No, he loves it, really.
Do you think he does?
Yeah, he loves it.
What, he likes the strimming?
He'll comment.
What, strimming and trimming?
We'll hear from him. Do you like it or do you not?
Yeah, okay.
My guess is he loves it.
Well, he said to me... Because obviously I've got a little song that I sing about his strimming and his trimming. And he said to me on the phone last week, he was like, 8 years ago when you started that, I thought I just won't say anything. I'll just leave him and he'll get bored of it. And he's like, you're still going 8 years later. But when I pick up the phone to him, I'll go, strimming and trimming, like that. And it usually goes, gardening's my living. And I will not engage in conversation with him until he says gardening's my living. So he'll ring me. I'm like, strimming and trimming. He's like, mate, how are you? I'm strimming and trimming. He's like, no, I need to just strimming and trimming. And he'll be like, gardening's my living. Right.
Have you?
Just get it over with. But So the gardening company that my brother works for, they've needed some extra muscle, and they've called in my stepdad, who is now in his 60s. He's got a call up, and he
extra muscle.
Yeah,
he'll love that.
Extra muscle. He don't listen. Definitely don't listen. But yeah, he's been doing the rounds. So he's one day a week.
Nice.
He's one day.
Just easing into it.
Yeah. Well,
That's cool though. It's just something different, isn't it?
Yeah. The reason is that he's one day a week is they've got this old people's home called Hutton. It's called Hutton, and they're very particular. I guess like with any.
But like who's...
They're very particular with who goes to that site, basically,
right, okay.
because the customer is quite sensitive to who goes there. And one of the other lads that went there was caught using the toilet without closing the door. He'd not locked the door.
Right. Oh, someone opened it and he was having a squeeze.
He was having a squeeze, yeah. He was caught. He was like rabbit in the headlights on the pole.
Right, okay.
So they were like, well, we can't send him there anymore.
So they've roped in someone a bit more sophisticated.
They've roped in Steve, yeah. So we got
sophisticated Steve.
So we got a picture in the family chat this week of him with his rod out, doing not rod, fishing net.
Fucking hell, mate. Bareback fishing.
I'm gonna title this episode Bareback, the Bareback episode. Yeah, he was with his rod in the pond, so he must have. They've got a big pond there. But one of the other reasons, well, this is fucking fantastic. This story actually. So we've obviously spoken about the lad that can't go there anymore because he got caught having a shit. There was another bloke there who it was his first day, and he was doing the pond because they've got a really nice pond there that obviously they maintain. And my brother was like, he was meaning to do well, and like. He'd come from a good place, but basically the story is he ended up stripping down to his pants. And yeah, my brother's like, I come around the corner and Paul is in the pond in his pants outside this old people's home. And my brother's like, what the hell is he doing? And then they got a complaint from the elderly relatives that the elderly relatives that lived there weren't impressed with Paul.
I assume Paul's not much of a looker. I'm sure they'd have loved it.
I don't think you describe him as washboard abs. I don't think that is the description. So yeah, Jason got caught on the bogs. Paul got
caught stripping in the pond.
Stripping in the pond. So we got bareback Steve with his rod out this week. Oh god, my brother. I'd say to my brother, he needs to be on TikTok. I'm like, honestly, with the stuff that happens at that firm. With like what goes on, I was like, if you had
would boot off.
I said, if you had a TikTok called "Gardening's My Living," right? I think it would boot. I'm trying to get Netflix on it. If Netflix did a little TV documentary about my brother's job, I actually think people would watch it. Because the other thing that cracks me up as well is they maintain a. I will tell this. I'll do a short part. I'll tell a story properly another time. But they maintain like local lakes in Essex and stuff as well. And my brother's like, the people on that little place, they just think we're like the handymen. So they get called for everything. So my brother's like, they'll call me up and be like, oh, there's some geese and they're sick. And he's like, what am I going to do with like sick geese? They think I'm like a fucking vet. So he's like, I have to go down there. And like,
he does, yeah.
Yeah. But he just cracks me up what he gets up to. And around that, he's a firefighter as well.
Fireman Sam.
Yeah, Fireman Sam. Yeah, always on the scene. His engine. When he got the firefighter job, oh, sorry, you've got me well excited. Talking about
We've done 10 minutes on Sam.
when he got the firefighter job, I was nervous because obviously I say trimming and trimming, and I call him the chief of trimming and trimming. So I said to him, I was like, when he got the firefighter job, I was like, am I going to be able to still call you Chief Strims, or am I going to have to change? Yeah. And he was like, nah, it's fine. You can. So even though he's a firefighter now, he's always Chief Strims in my. Oh, sorry, I got really carried away there. I could talk loads more about Sal. I've got loads more stories. But maybe we should move on and we can save him for. We can save him for another time. I'm looking forward to seeing him actually this weekend. I've got him for like 3 weekends on the bounce now, which is good. Yeah. Oh, do you want a little break and then we come back and start something else?
Yeah, can do.
I'll finish this coffee and we'll go again.
Come on, candidates,
I've actually looked at my notes again. When I went on the Easter trip.
Oh, there was
fucking tissue hanging out your back pocket.
Oh, sorry. Just been to see how bogs are.
Didn't have a squeeze with the door open, did you? No.
Oh,
So on the Easter trip, my sister did like an Easter egg hunt.
okay.
Like the kind of, she put her eggs everywhere.
Oh, that's what they do, is it?
Yeah.
Right.
And me, Matt, and Lucy like went around and it was a bit of a competition who could get the most.
Yeah.
Well, it ended up being a draw
Okay.
between me and Lou.
Okay.
So they did like an egg off, like a
Nice.
one Easter egg hidden. Whoever finds it wins.
Right.
In
Sudden
the
egg.
camp. Sudden egg, yeah. And like maybe where like Lucy's grown up with a sister, she's never had that kind of like brother, like that. Me and my sister will,
Archie Bargy.
yeah. It's like the old. Do you ever
Bit of rough
pillow
and tumble.
fight story?
Yeah.
And I'll
that's
just smacked it,
that is a great. Tell that story. That's a great story. The pillow fight story.
and then I'll come back to the egg one.
Yeah.
So-
I like going off on a tangent.
Yeah. So me and my sister were on. We were in like Sri Lanka or somewhere in Asia, and we did this like day trip, and they like this local village, and they were showing us these games. And one of the games was you both sit on a log
Mm-hmm.
that's raised, so you
Yeah.
can't touch the floor, and you can like lock your legs, and you're given a pillow. And we were in this group, and they all kind of went like, there was people going first, and they were kind of like, oh yeah, 3, 2, 1, go, and they go, oosh, doosh, doosh,
Yeah.
I'm waving my hand, I'm waving a pillow around here.
Yeah.
And it's all quite nice. And then they were like, right, brother and sister, you come up, you come.
Mhm.
And they're like, 3, 2, 1, go, like that.
Just swatted her as hard as you can.
Smack her over, and everyone's like, well, same kind of concept.
She'd have been fine with that though.
Yeah, no, she was laughing.
Yeah.
Same kind of concept. But I don't think, like, Lucy's obviously not like,
Used to.
yeah. So she's learning. She's
Oh, she's learning.
So we, we're this egg off, and we both, well, it's arguably she kind of saw the egg first,
Right. Oh,
and then
okay.
has gone to grab it.
Yeah.
So then so it's turned into a bit.
Where was the egg?
It was, I can't even explain it. It was hidden in, like a lever that picks up a saucepan.
Yes.
It was like hidden in one of them. It's a tiny little egg.
Yeah.
So it was like a bit of a grab. And then, next thing she's gone. I've just gone. Nope, bosh. She's gone flying down this little like hill.
Yeah.
Through loads of, I guess it's sheep shit.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
I guess.
And then there's me going, I won.
How was that received?
There was mixed emotions. It
Right,
was,
okay. Okay.
It was, is that funny? Do I allow that? Or like,
Right. Okay.
is
What
that
was the
allowed?
verdict in the end? Was it allowed, or did you?
She won. They gave her the win.
Ah.
Give it
So,
a year, mate. That
What
would
is
have
the
been my
moral?
win.
The moral of the story is: cheats never prosper.
I didn't cheat. Just use my force.
Okay, fair enough.
So yeah, and then the winner, the prize was Lucy got the choice. Oh fucking hell!
You'll get there.
Oh bloody hell!
Start again.
Go again.
Dan.
Let me rephrase it. Lucy won a bunny tail.
What?
A bunny tail, like a little like classic ball bunny. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
And
I'm
she
just wondering what you're going to use.
And
that for.
she got to choose who wore it for the day.
I wonder where
So
that.
I won the prize.
I wonder where that went.
Which
Okay.
actually, remind me, I'll show you the picture. It's quite funny.
Oh yeah, send me the picture and I'll put it
Yeah, there's a picture of me doing that.
with the. Yeah, we'll get it on the
Yeah.
get it on the socials. That is quite funny. I actually think that there for McVitz or Lucy, there's been. I have to clarify. There's probably been a period of adjustment for her, like understanding your humor as well as like that competitiveness.
Yeah.
When you told the story on the first podcast about when you called her big and she cried, that's obviously like I've taken that out of context, right? That story.
Yeah, that sounds awful.
Yeah, it does sound awful.
Yeah.
It's not as bad as it sounds. It's actually very funny. Probably I'm not the best person to gauge that. Fucking hell. But the point being that there's probably been moments like that she's gone through where actually she's like had to go, oh, this is what he's like. Like,
Yeah. I think she's actually quite good at like giving it back now.
nice.
Well, she always has been.
Right.
Always has been.
Okay. Yeah. But I can imagine for her, again, coming from like just having a sister, there's that period of adjustment of you would say or make jokes that probably she's not accustomed to, because a sister wouldn't do that. Whereas you're going in like for the jugular early doors. She's only been in the flat 5 minutes. Tears instantly. Well, I'm glad that you got your little iPad then, because otherwise we would have missed that.
Oh, I know. Yeah. Do you know what? That's the first bloody line. I didn't read it. I've just read 50 mile an hour winds and missed the first one.
Oh, well, that was, I'll tell you what.
The other thing I've got on here, my Sunday that's just been, and then we'll move on, is it was a proper Sunday. Was it? Like
when I was in the Cotswolds?
Yeah, this Sunday, just, I can't remember what I did in the morning, but like it was just, oh no, do you know what we did? Beckham out there, live around the corner. They were rebuilding their shed.
Yep.
So they had this like massive.
They love the garden at the moment, don't they?
Yeah, they've done nothing inside. They had this like, it was like 3 meter long, 2 of these 3 meter long boards. They were huge. They were like 3 meters by 1.5 meters or something.
Right.
And they needed to get it from Wickes to theirs, but obviously it doesn't go in any car. It's huge. So we were they wrote me in to like carry it round.
Right. How far is that?
Well, it's like 5-10 minute walk, but these things are heavy.
Right.
So we decided we just stole a trolley. We stole a trolley, wheeled it all the way around the high street.
Yeah.
With this massive board. And then just took the trolley back.
Right, smart.
But yeah, we just chilled Sunday. And then what did I just say then?
You went, Tettis.
And Lucy cooked like a banging Sunday roast.
Right. Did she?
So with the family. So we had all the family round.
What you had?
My family.
Right, okay. Dinner.
Which was good.
What meats?
Chicken with a big old chick.
Did she get to run a new oven?
Yep.
Is that why?
That's why she did it.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
She wanted to test the capabilities of the new oven. Was it decent? I tell you what, right? With her, we need to get that vegan. Do you remember she made that vegan cheesecake?
Yeah.
Need to get another one of them.
Yeah. What? Like? Oh, why vegan? For shards?
No, for me.
Oh, because it's fucking dairy. Yeah.
The cheese makes me.
C sharp.
See, I'm busting out C sharps left, right, and centre.
Oh dear.
But she was very good at that. I don't think have I experienced any other cooking. I don't think I've experienced any other soul cooking from her, because you were kind of involved with the first meal that I had.
Oh really? She's a good cook.
Yeah, well that's what I'm basing it off. If you go by that cheesecake, that thing was unbelievable. That's what I'm saying. So that vegan cheesecake was really nice, but I've not had anything else. I'm glad you get your little iPad out.
You like it?
Yeah, I really do. I think it needs to.
Well, it's just because my phone's there and my laptop's charging my phone.
So, work time?
Yep.
Anything interesting to talk about?
There goes half the listeners.
Everyone just drops off now.
Yeah, boring. Yeah. We just don't do anything now because all of our listeners go.
Yeah. Do you imagine, can you imagine just dead air for the next 20 minutes?
Do you reckon if we just stop talking, if anyone says, why did you stop talking?
No one would ever know. Do you know what? It's a good time to talk about work in the sense that we've just closed off a month.
Yep.
Missed the McRunny again.
Yep.
But
started the day strong, started the new month strong, because we've done we did a sub, someone in the US signed up.
Incorrect.
They're not in the US.
No, incorrect facts.
Canada?
You're lying on podcast. Incorrect.
I thought it was, they're paid in dollars.
They have paid in dollars, correct.
Where are they from?
Australia, mate.
Ah, good eye, mate.
Yeah, they live near NZ, mate.
Near it.
You know.
Here he is.
Aussie. Which is cool.
Yeah, so we started the day. McRunny is on.
I wanna get in there.
What?
Yeah, I just want to. That'd be cool, wouldn't it?
Bareback.
Bareback Australia.
Get in there. What are you doing?
I don't know. I just think it would be a cool place to like. I like dealing with the Aussies. I think.
Yeah.
So I think it would be a cool place to infiltrate. Bareback. Just me getting off a plane.
Right. Let's move on. No, but yeah, we've started the month off strong with the McRunny is on.
Yeah, the McRunny is on.
Day one. It's a good start.
Yes.
It's the weekends that get us with that. The McRunny is if we do a new sub every day of the month for a whole month.
Yeah.
I've got to do a challenge basically, which is a long cycle, but we'll move on because I was talking about cycling. We've done enough of that.
Yeah, fine.
But last month, was a good month. I'd say we didn't hit the number of subs that I wanted us to hit.
Okay. The net number. We hit the same growth number as last month.
Yeah,
Exactly
I'd like to see that. Like in terms of a percentage growth, I want to see higher.
Yeah, agreed.
But it was a good month, our best month so far.
Yeah. Another.
And hopefully we'll just keep saying that every month.
Yeah, do you know what? Like, do you ever get the Heebie Jeebies that you've given me a look there? You've raised the.
Well, you've said, do you ever get the Heebie Jeebies and then just not said?
Because you looked over with raised eyebrow at me.
Where's this going?
Well, do you ever get the Heebie Jeebies that we won't do it again?
Why? What is Heebie Jeebies?
Like weird feeling, isn't it?
What's that? Why is I'm doing to you?
Right.
What's Heebie Jeebies?
Like
where's that phrase come from?
So I don't know where the Heebie Jeebies comes from as the phrase, but it the willies, you know?
Yeah.
Do you ever get it make that
willies?
That is a saying.
Do you ever get the willies?
Have you ever heard that? I put the willies
on a podcast where the theme's been bareback and we're talking about willies.
Well, if you're talking Heebie Jeebies, I would put willies in the same category as Heebie Jeebies.
That makes sense because when I pull my trousers down loose, it's like, oh, Heebie Jeebies. I think I might have shouted that bit. I got excited. Oh dear.
Oh God. Oh God.
I hope the audio comes through there.
Oh, there's a couple of things there, right? There's the fact that
sorry, go on.
No, that killed me because A, it was funny, but B, it was your excitement to get it out.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes sense because when I pull my trousers,
you were already laughing at that.
I knew it was coming. Lucy goes, "Oh, here's the Heebie Jeebies."
Yeah, he's got his Heebie Jeebie out.
The other thing is, it works quite well. Oh dear. Oh,
Heebie Jeebie.
And do you know what? Like, if if I was walking around naked and someone walked past me and went, "What are you doing with your Heebie Jeebies out?"
I really hope people didn't switch off when we got to the work bit.
Me too. Well, if not, we'll clip it. With your Heebie Jeebies out. Yeah. Okay. So
but to be fair, I completely get the saying. I was just challenging you.
Right. Fine. Yeah.
I was just being annoying.
Do you know what? You're welcome to challenge me.
Yeah, no, I do. Because what you do to me all the time.
Do I?
Yeah.
When?
This is when you
when have I ever challenged you?
Whole thing about when you go so granular. You're like, why is that?
What?
Why is?
Give me an example when I've challenged you.
No, he's got me. I was getting closer to you as well.
You touched me.
Yeah.
You reached over and you touched me.
Bastard.
Can't
believe I fell for that. Heebie Jeebies. Sorry, where did we?
Straight away, as soon as you said it, I was like, "All right, okay, I'm going to go."
Do you ever get the Heebie Jeebies?
Yeah. So do you know what? I think it's our way of saying imposter syndrome. That's what we're rebranding it as. Imposter syndrome is out.
Heebie Jeebie syndrome.
Heebie Jeebies syndrome is in. So if there's any business owners out there that you've got the Heebie Jeebies, I can't even. You're not the only one. Oh dear. Now whenever I say Heebie Jeebies now, it's been ruined for me. Because I was just thinking of you awkwardly sit there with your bareback out.
Yeah. Bareback Heebie Jeebie.
Bareback Heebie Jeebies. I think we have to start this again because this has been a travesty.
Well, the work chat.
Well,
or the whole thing. Do we need a break?
No, you've given me the giggles today. Let's just get through it. Yeah, so I get that. I don't know if you get that, but I get that when it's like we've hit that number. So part of me goes, "Oh, we've hit that," and you go, "Great, like more growth." But then I get heebie-jeebies about it. But then my brain also goes, "Well, you've done this already, so you could do it again."
Yeah,
if that makes sense.
Yeah. I don't have anything to say on that. I agree.
Yeah.
Like, but there wasn't a question there, was it? It was just, you said, do I get the heebie-jeebies?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say. Yeah, I would say I do. I wouldn't call them that, but yeah.
Okay. Yeah, fine. Do you know what I'll tell you something I'm doing at the moment.
Yep.
Which I think will be cool. I've done a video which is like a summary of everything we've built in Q1.
Nice. A video?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Wicked.
But it's a concoction of content is what I'm going to call it.
Right.
Because it started as a blog, and in the blog, I'm like, this is everything. I wrote down everything we've done in Q1, like all the little bug fixes, all the big features, like everything like that. Then what I've done is for all the big features, I've made they've got an individual video, a demo video.
Oh, wow. So you made a lot of content. Nice. Go on, carry on.
I made loads of content.
Yeah.
And I need to edit. I've done all of the person videos. I need to edit the screen
grab
demos.
Yeah.
And then the last video I've made is like a blog video. It's like a vlog. They call it a vlog.
Well, that's a great word. You should...
Vlog, yeah. I'll see if I can get that going, should I? The last video is a vlog where I'm like, this is an update on everything we've done in Q1. And I'm like, I kind of say, I don't know if anyone will watch this, but there's part of it that for me, it is just tracking the journey.
Yeah,
there's part of it for me that will keep us accountable. And there's part of it for me, which is like, if anyone listens to it and then they're like, oh, cool, that's a good update from Giig. Like if they watch 4 videos a year from me and know about the new features, then that's a good way to get it across. But obviously the vlog and the blog will end up with that big video in, which pulls all the little videos and the blog together.
Nice.
So it all feeds into this little ecosystem.
I like that. Yeah, that'll go down well, I think.
We'll find out.
That's good.
And that will then go out to the mailing list.
Yeah, nice.
Next week, probably. I was hoping to get it out today, but I've not got it done, mainly because of the editing for Bobby's stuff. It just took me too long. So, but that was,
I like that.
Yeah, I thought that was quite an exciting.
I like that
little thing.
I am. So we in your like the mail shot you do.
Yeah.
And you say like this is what we've done, and then this is what we're doing.
Yeah.
I was thinking, so in the platform we now have like the blog section.
In the platform.
In the platform, there's a little on the dashboard. There's a blog section. Yeah. Well, people are clicking that.
Right.
Like I've noticed people are clicking that.
That's cool.
Going to. It's not, it's not set the world on fire, but it is. People are reading it.
Not set the world on fire,
which is cool.
Yeah.
But actually, because people are in the platform, the people who are using the platform are like clicking on that and reading it.
Yeah.
Like I was thinking of basically writing a bit more of a blog about like what's coming.
Right.
In there.
Okay.
So that because I'm not sure everyone actually. So I'm sure there's a lot of people that ignore the email and stuff like that.
Yeah, probably.
So yeah, I reckon that'll be a good.
Yeah.
Because one of the things I saw you and James talking about this week was building more of a community feel, right?
Yeah. I think that'll be good.
And I think that is bringing them on the journey more so. That's showing you what, I don't know, it's including them more.
Yeah.
Because I feel like we do a lot, but there's more we can do.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And it's like another touch point.
And I think it's one of the biggest pain points. Like we target obviously solo recruiters and small agencies, right? And one of the biggest things, especially for the solos, is the isolation. Because you're like, I want to be my own boss and I want to manage my own time, and you set off on your own and then you're like, fuck, it's just me. And I've got a guy that I used to work with who works for himself, and he's like, the one big thing I miss is the office banter. Like he's the type of chap that bounces off people massively. Like he would always be, class clown isn't the right description, but he would always be very vocal in the office. When you walk in the morning, here he is, how you doing? Like, you know what I mean? He was very there. And that made me go, okay, we need to try and create some form of community around. And I think that's why the likes of the Teams of the world and the Rec Connects and all of that are picking up traction, because people do miss that human element. Yeah. And we've got something up our sleeve to try and move into that world a little bit. I don't think we would tread on the toes of the networks, but
no, it's different.
But I think when we do you know what I was saying to Samwise the other day about that? I was like, when we start getting to features like that, I think that's going to be really cool, because we're still ticking off the bare necessities.
100%.
Which we're getting there with, but like when we can then step into a little bit of a world of like, okay, let's do something that's really going to differentiate our product, like really make us different and really make us hopefully appeal to the smaller businesses. I think that community piece is massive. Yeah,
nice.
I think that community piece is massive. Oh dear.
And then the other thing I was thinking as well in that section, we could also promote like giving us like a bit more of a feedback loop. So like, what do you think of these features?
That's good.
And like, what features would you like to see in the platform?
That's very good.
We have quite a good feedback loop anyway.
Yeah.
In terms of like people jump in the support chat, we jump on calls. They go, "Have you got this? Have you thought of this?" Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And we've got quite good at writing it down, and like we put votes against the features and stuff like that. But yeah, just to, I don't know, because they're in the platform and it will be there. Do you know what I mean? So that's what
another 1%. I like that, because do you know what's crazy about that feature that you're talking about? That little blog feature that was written by ChatGPT. Do you know that the box that people
the code
click on?
for it?
Yeah.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
The only thing that annoys me about it is it takes you away from. It goes to Medium.
Yes.
That's the only thing that I don't like about it. But
yeah.
Which is fine.
Have you asked Samwise if you can change that?
I haven't. I'll speak to him. But the other thing as well, though, the nice thing about it is on Medium, I could write a blog that I don't think's necessary for our users, but is good for our website.
Oh, no, that's good.
I can, if I attach it to Giig on Medium, it'll appear there. If I just put it as my own,
that's very good.
Personal, I can then still just put it on the website.
So that would work
because then if I write a blog that's like more just focus on keywords and it's just a bit of like SEO stuff that's a little bit, probably our users don't need to, or it might be attracting kind of new users rather than existing users, whatever.
Yeah.
Then they're not just being like, oh, what's that blog? Because I don't want people to look at that and be like, oh, it's another like, random.
Yeah. So
thing. I want that stuff to be relevant and like. Yeah, so anything we're putting on the Medium Giig feed should be stuff for our users, really.
Gotcha. That makes complete sense. So when I do that blog of everything, the update from Q1,
make sure that's on Giig.
You make sure that's on Giig, and then we can say, oh, we can leave it for a couple of weeks, and we can still write content around it. And if we decide that we want to leave that there, we can just leave that there. That's clever.
Yeah. And I'm sure there's a way you could just make sure it's like that stays at the top of the feed, and it just, I don't know how Samwise has set it up, but yeah.
The other thing, mate, I haven't told you, I bottled the team webinar.
Why?
Because I just don't feel ready for it. I was speaking to Sai about this the other day.
Okay.
And Sai was saying you need to have more confidence. I was saying I don't know if it's a confidence thing, I don't know if it's a Heebie Jeebies thing, or a lack of preparation thing. And I was trying to explain it to Sai when I was chatting with him on the phone, and I said, like, obviously, because he said, have you been given a slot to speak in teams like annual meet, the regional meetings? I was like, I haven't, but I didn't apply. And where everybody that's speaking is talking on a topic that might be interesting, I live inside a Giig. Like, that's how I'd phrase it, but I live inside like what we're doing in the product. So my whole world is us. So it's like, do people want to hear me just talk about us? Do you know what I mean? I don't want to be that guy that they're just like, oh, Luke's just come here to chat about
self-promote.
Yeah. I want to go there. Like, the idea I've got in my head is like the automation one that I've spoken to you about. But to execute that well, I need to put the time in.
Yeah.
And I thought I was going to over Easter. And then I cleaned for 6 hours and I didn't.
You could talk about cleaning.
Yeah, maybe that's what I should do. Maybe that should be my webinar. Luke's top 10 clips, top 10. What is it? Tips, not clips.
You could spin it and be like data cleanse or something.
Top 10 tips to
cleaning up your...
removing limescale from your plug hole. Yeah. So I spoke to Andy, bless him, and I was like, mate, can I just put it on ice? And he was like, sure. He was like, I was like, rather than constantly putting a date in and me then letting you down, let me get my head straight. So it was like a breakup call. It's not you, it's me. It's not you, mate. I
just need time.
I just need some time and some space to figure myself out, and I'll come back to you when I'm ready.
Yeah.
And he was,
I think
he was cool about it.
Yeah, I think that's good though. I think you to be able to say that and not just be like, oh, I have to do it, and then just like doing it and it being naff.
Yeah.
You can come in, dick swinging, and like
bear back in.
Everyone be like, fucking hell, that Luke's presentation, you see that his talk he did it really good.
Yeah.
Rather than being like, oh, I won't go to another one of his.
Yeah. That's what I want it to be.
Yeah.
And I think, like, you've got to be able to add some value to the audience. Like, I want people to walk away from it, like you said there, and go, not anything to do with me, but actually, there's 2 or 3 things I've taken from that I can implement.
Yeah. I like that. Yeah.
That's what I want it to be. And at the moment, I don't feel like I've got that. And I feel like it would very much just be, hey, here's Giig. So, yeah. The only reason I brought that up is because I mentioned it on another podcast that I was going to be doing one. And then I thought I'll just gather my breath a little bit and then we go again. But, yeah.
Nice.
Little one. Right, mate.
Good effort.
Yeah, do you know what? I feel... I don't know if it's the fact you had your iPad with you.
Yeah, I reckon iPad now.
The iPad.
Bring back the
I
iPad.
can't believe as well you missed the first thing on there.
Yeah, but
Like, I can't believe...
my head was elsewhere. I didn't dial in. Dial in early. That's
the very first point you didn't even talk about. I feel like there's been a lot of barebacking though this week.
Yeah, that'll be the theme.
That'll be there. Is it acceptable to call a podcast the bareback episode?
The bareback a gig or something. I don't know.
We'll work it out. That's one thing I need to work out. And the second thing is the socks.
If it's
acceptable to be sat on podcasts with socks like this.
cycling socks.
Yeah.
Oh, it's fine. I'm old plain Jane, mate. Adidas.
You are boring with your socks, aren't you?
Yeah. I don't know, I'm a bit particular. Just socks. Like people buy me socks.
Would you
that
not
are
call
funky.
these just socks?
Well, no, they're funky socks.
Right.
But like people buy me funky socks, but I actually struggle to wear them.
Really?
Yeah, I just like where's socks, mate? Plain Jane.
Ah.
Don't buy me socks.
Like personality.
Plain Jane.
Don't buy me
on.
socks.
You're boss at recruitment and you're going alone. You've got your LinkedIn account and your mobile phone. You've got the candidates playing hard to get. Whether they'll call you next week or a no, not yet. So much time of going to and fro. You got another offer or salary's too low. Hours or searching and hours of stress. Come on candidates, just gig it a rest. Come on candidates, just gig it a rest.